Welcome to this amazing, powerful session, which we're going to do today, which is how do you decide a framework as an entrepreneur to price your product and services? It's going to be amazing. You're going to love it. You're going to learn a lot of stuff. And as I always say, I do not teach anything which you cannot apply. Of course, you need to do your due diligence, but this is something which you can learn, apply, and see results immediate basis. Now, what is the framework for an entrepreneur to price the product and services in such a way that the business operation is profitable? Now, when I say profitable, I don't say that you should overcharge. What I mean is that how do you make the charge effective, powerful, and mutually beneficial between you and your customer? That is the middle ground we need to find. And today you will learn what is the art and science of pricing product services. Now, unfortunately, many business owners have no clue about what principles to use, what frameworks to use to create the right pricing strategy for their given product in their target market, keeping themselves and the customer win in their mind. How it can be win-win for both. So today, you will be exposed to this amazing framework, okay? Out of the world framework, which will say, wow, and this is something which is truly transformational for me. I didn't know I could price more. I didn't know that I could still be perceived as value for money company, still customer thronging in front of my door. How do I make my pricing a win for them and a mega win for me? How do I do that? How do you create that? See, remember, nothing in the business world works until you create a win-win for both the people, you customer, and of course the team as well, but right now you and your customer. Now, before we dive deep and I help you demystify the exact parameters which you need to focus on as an entrepreneur while pricing your product and services and be in the league of the big boys and make the money, keep the customer happy, get customer retention, and become more profitable. So how do we get into the framework? What are things to be understood? We are going to get into it very, very shortly. But before we get there, I would like you to introduce yourself, right? Because I want to know which city you're from, what business you do, right? And I want to also know what is your name. So I get to know you. I understand where you're coming from. I know who you are. So don't wait for any further. Go to the chat window and tap. Click those buttons, make the keys sound, go click, and share with me your name, your business, your city. Go champions, go. Let me know who you are. Now, why do I ask that? One is I want to know you. I want to make sure I know my audience. I know who's coming. I know where they're coming from. I know what business they do. So in my conversation, I try and cover maximum possible businesses in my framework so that most of you can connect and retain what I'm teaching, and you can make it useful, implementable, and get results tomorrow. Learn today, apply tomorrow, get result day after. That's how transformation can happen. So don't worry about anything else. Just look at learning, writing notes, bring out pen and paper with full focus, full attention, apply 100%, of course, after your due diligence, and you will get some amazing learning, amazing growth, amazing transformation. But before all that, let me know you a little better. So please heed to my request, go to the chat window, type out your name. I can see so many people have already done that. Thank you very much for being the early birds, the fast movers, right? So your name, your city, the business you do. Go quick, chat window. People who joined in late, I just want to share with them very quickly while all of you were there from beginning, typing down your introduction. Guys, you joined late, so I'm going to share with you framework for entrepreneurs to price their product and services is the topic for the day. How do you price them? That is one element which can make or break your business, is depending on how well, how aggressively, how soundly, keeping the win of you and your customer in mind, have you priced your product and services. So it's a very important aspect. Please don't underestimate the power of common man, right? So we're gonna love this session, because I promise you, once you implement what you're learning here, you will make more money, because better price points, better results, happier customer, happier business owner. And I'm sure today's learning is going to impact the way you do your business in a very, very major way. So quickly go ahead, everybody. Introduce yourself first. Okay. If you have not introduced so far, I can see national integration happening here as every time in my program. I've got people from North India. I've got people from UP. I've got from NCR. I've got Haryana. I've got Punjab. I've got Bihar. I've got Bengal. I've got Orissa. Oh my God, look at that. I've got people from Rajasthan, from MP, from Gujarat, from Maharashtra, so many of you, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, big number coming in from Tamil Nadu. All my Tamil brothers, welcome. Welcome. Right? And Andhra, a big number comes, Telangana, lovely guys. Couple of you from Kerala as well, lovely. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All my brothers and sisters from all around the country and globe. I've got some people from UAE, US, Singapore. Welcome to all of you as well. And we're going to change, we're going to rock your world today. Our program is designed to give you solid input, solid insights every single time you meet me. It's not about generic thing. It's about some strategies and framework which you can implement in your business, not create awareness. Mine is not a program which creates awareness. I do sessions where you get things which you can apply, implement, and get results. Okay. So it's not education. I'm so sorry I have to say that, but it's transformation, which brings about change in revenue, change in income, right? Change in lifestyle. Everything will change. That's my promise to you. Before that, go ahead, introduce yourself in the chat window. Everybody in the chat window, your name, your business, the city you're from. City you're from. Very important. City you're from. And please put in one single message. I can see some of you have put it separately. I'm not able to collate it. So if you have sent it separately, name separate, business, city and business separate, please send me one more message. Ek baar aur bhej do, in which you write down name, city, and business in one single message. So I know exactly where you're coming from. Because when you tell separately, it's a little confusing for me to recall who said what, and so many messages fly by, right? So let's do that quickly. So I know the makeup of today's audience, where you're from, what you do, what business you are. So I get a grip and then I deliver something which will create a value in your life, in your business. So go ahead, everybody. Introduce yourself. You are introducing yourself. Your name, people have joined late. This is the introduction round happening right now. I've introduced the topic and now people are introducing themselves. That's the most beautiful part. Love you guys. So your name, the city you're from, the business you do in one single message. Go, 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 champions, go. Introduce yourself. Introduce yourself quickly. And by the way, people who joined in late, the topic for today is framework for entrepreneurs to price your product and services, which keeps you and the customer both happy and makes you profitable and gets them value for money. How do you do that? Today is going to thin rope walk. It's a thin rope walk, but it's going to get you some amazing insights. Okay. So that one element, as I always say, that makes and break any business is your profit, and your profit depends on how well have you priced your product and services. But unfortunately, most businesses have zero knowledge, zero clue on what framework, what principles to utilize in creating the right pricing strategies for their target market, keeping both people's benefit in their mind, customer and theirs, both win. And today, I'm going to demystify the exact parameters which you need to focus on as an entrepreneur. While pricing your product and services, you can use this parameter to analyze if you've done your pricing in the right way. If not, if your existing business, you can change. You are the boss, you are the king, you are the superstar, you are the rock star. You can always change your pricing to do it the right way. So understand this, analyze this, make notes, please, pen, paper, notebooks out. You will not be able to remember. If you try to remember, you will forget, and this session will not make sense. So this is not general gyan, this is framework, this is strategy, this is ideas, correct? So if you don't write, well, we stay where we are, and you don't want that, and I surely don't want that for you. So go ahead, we are getting into framework, pick up pen and paper, let's start making notes. So first step, before you choose your pricing strategy, step number one, numero uno, okay, is conduct a market research. Write down, conduct a market research. Now, this is the first step for any business owner when they're approaching to pricing their product and services. There are a couple of factors within your target market. Listen to me. There are a couple of factors within your target market which directly impact your pricing decisions, right? So once you do a market research, you will know which factors are there, how they are affecting your business, how you have to price the products. Let's understand these factors. They are very important to be considered before you decide pricing. And market research does not mean only research of customer. Market research means all-round 360-degree research of your entire business environment. You can make a note. Market research is a research 360-degree research of your सरखानी मैं समझाने के लिए बोल रहा हूँ 360. Okay, 360-degree research of your entire business environment. Okay, so first factor, how competitive is your market? This means how many other players are offering the exact product or services within the geographical region you're operating. They're offering in Canada, it doesn't matter to you. And they're offering in Philippines, doesn't matter to you. Now, this is where you have to be extremely cautious, because if you're dealing in an extremely competitive market, then it means there is a supply, but supply is more than demand. So you're not the only one, which means you have extremely limited scope on pricing yourself differently. Because the moment you overprice, you lose your customer. If you underprice, तुम्हारे पास कुछ नहीं बचेगा. You will not make any money. So the best practice you follow is the market pricing and win loyalty of the customer through exceptional service. That's the breakthrough. Do the pricing, market pricing, win the loyalty of the customer by giving exceptional services, exceptional attention, so they feel, oh my God, kitna karta hai, we'll do this from him only. Even if there are 100 people available. I'm going to give you an example. Real estate agents, dime a dozen across in the market. So what do you do if you're a real estate agent? You follow the market plan. Probably you get some discounts on that as well. But you're going to win your customer by doing amazing, out of the world, exceptional services. And that will help you quickly get to the next level. So that's what you do when it comes to highly competitive market. Number two, understanding the market growth. This is a very interesting thing. Now, this is something you need to analyze for your own industry, for your own type of product, to check whether over a period of time, is demand increasing or not? Is it a growing demand market or not? Is the demand number going up or stagnant? Now, if demand is sliding, then there's a problem. If the demand side of business is increasing consistently, which means in common terms, your industry is booming, it's growing, then three critical parameters, if you follow, it will make you a market leader. Three parameters. If it is growing, right? Number one, extremely efficient turnaround time. The market is growing, demand is increasing. You can see from 2 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 100. In spite of being competitive, the market is consistently going. If it is consistently growing, and you can see that, one thing which you can do very well along with your pricing, and then you can be pricing more also by giving efficient turnaround time. Tu bola mein chala, Vikram or Bital, extremely fast. That's one thing which will help you. Number two, quick delivery. Okay, affordable as well. And number three, exceptional customer service. Exceptional customer service. I'm going to tell you something. Example, the e-commerce industry is booming in India. Initially, for the 10 years, demand was limited, suppliers were also limited. But last 5 to 7 years, the demand was going boom, 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 boom. And the supply is also booming. Not the supply, the competition is also growing, but the demand is going cut, बढ़ demand. So many companies have started emerging. Snapdeal, Ajio, Amazon, Myntra, Flipkart. But the only reason why Amazon is able to lead the industry, listen to me, the three things. Nobody can beat their tag. Oh my God. Even the Indian e-commerce which have started recently by big business houses, right? Even they can't beat their tag. Nobody is able to beat their tag. Number one. Number two, their customer service is unparalleled. That is why they're able to charge premium to their merchants. And they're getting much more revenue and profit as well for the merchant and themselves. So, unparalleled customer service. You put a call, they get a call. They are like ready to serve you to the highest level of customer service. So, when you're buying from Amazon, you are so sure that you'll get fantastic results. You are so damn sure. And this is what takes them to the next level. And this is what stops others not reaching the true potential. You see, nobody can beat the tag. And unparalleled customer service. They're charging premium to their merchants. But They are making money, merchants are making money. So that's your step number one. So let me repeat. Step number one is understanding, doing your market research. In market research, two parameters: how competitive is the market? That's one thing you need to understand. And whether it is growing or degrowing. If competitive, supply is there, demand is there, growth is there, then you improve your tag, give affordable and quick delivery, and give exceptional customer service, which will get you to still make a lot more money than your competition. I gave you an example. Now, number two, consider your business vintage while you're doing pricing, not just market research, but also your business vintage. Now, what do you mean by business vintage? Business vintage simply means how long you've been into operations. This is a very crucial factor to determine the right pricing for our product and services. Now, if your business is only a few years old and you're competing with businesses which are in the industry for 10, 20, 30 years, obviously you can't charge the same price for your products as them. So you have to determine how you can penetrate the market and what are the things that you can do differently. Listen to me, differently. How can you offer more value at a differential pricing so that than your customer, so that you start capturing the market? So to determine that, you just can't start pricing equal to them or more than them. Find out how you can be different, how you can offer value, and then pricing can be changed and you can start capturing market. This is the one way to do this. Incentivize your customer to work with you. How do you incentivize a customer? You'll ask. Offer them deals, freebies, free services, anything which will make them feel that they're getting more what they asked for. मांगा उससे ज्यादा मिला. जा सिमरन जी ले अपनी जिंदगी, बाबूजी ने बोल दिया. Something on those lines. And when you do that, the customer is like, oh my God, जी लो अपनी जिंदगी, चलो चलो चलो. And then they come to you. And then they stay with you. The idea is not just come once, but buy and stay. So considering your business vintage, make a plan to deal with it accordingly. Number 3 step you can do to do a better pricing, more aggressive pricing, more profitable pricing is build your brand value. Number 3, build your brand value. Number 3, that's another crucial aspect which is key to pricing your strategy is building your brand. Very big mistake business owners do that they don't make any proactive effort to build their brand. Now, unless and until you're working on improvising your brand presence, taking active efforts by doing online and offline PR, collaborating with industry experts, gathering credibility through awards and certification, you will forever stuck in the price wars with your customers. Itna do, itna do, itna do, itna do. They don't see you as different. They don't see you as a brand. They don't see you as an expert. They don't see the credibility. Why should they pay more? Build your brand. When you actively work on building a brand, you will change your brand position in the market. Yeah, established it. You will establish as yourself as a proper player, bigger player, even a leader. And then you can take yourself to a level where you can command a premium price for product and services. Because you are a market leader. You are the best in the market. You are a brand to reckon with, a force to reckon with. Then, of course, you can ask for more money. See, nobody minds paying more to a person who has got more credibility, who has got more brand presence, who's got more brand value. You see, Tata Click, branded, high. They charge more, they charge premium. People pay because they position themselves as exclusive for that kind of people. So work on it. Work on your brand presence. Work on your PR. Online, offline, gathering with people, doing work together, speaking assignments, writing a book. Oh my God, one of the most powerful things you can do is write a book. Find a solution. Find people to write a book, right? Getting certified, getting verified. There's so many ways to become more and more credible in the eyes of your buyer and become an expert, become a market leader. Your interviews, your conversations, your market presence, everything will speak, your PR, right? Your networking, all this put together, put you on a pedestal where people start respecting you and they start respecting you and your brand and your company. They're willing to pay more because you're better. They feel safe with you. They feel even if I pay more, my result will be fantastic. I pay more. Always I pay more. I always go to premium players. I never go to normal people. And I pay more to them, but I know that they will take me where I want to go because they have a brand. So I'm confident. More confident, more money can go because you know that you will get value for money. You see how customers think, how you and I think is the same. Now, step number 4, create a win-win situation. That's one of the biggest blunder you can commit is over-delivering your product and services and charging peanuts in return, or charging premium and delivering peanuts to your customer. Both things suck equally. Over-delivering too much, charging peanuts, you will die in the business, right? Charging premium, delivering peanuts, you don't have that power, you don't have the essence, you don't provide that kind of service, you don't have that quality. So you will have to walk a thin line. It's a tightrope walk, as I said in the beginning, between the value you're offering and the price you're charging for it. Now, if you're looking to create, and always look at win-win, look high, okay? Always look at win-win for both you and your customer. Now, what I mean by this is, you should determine a price point, where you're not operating on a wafer thin margin. At the same time, you're not overcharging them compared to what you're offering. Now, offering will change, price will change, correct? And sometimes when you're a brand, you will charge premium being a brand. That's all right. So what effectively you need to do as a business owner is position your product and services in a way that the perceived value of your product and services is much higher in your customer's mind compared to the actual price you're asking. Only when customer will value product and services more than the money, simple no, agar value more hai to money de dunga, value less hai to money nahi dunga. True for everything. Now, if you say, just an example, if you give this earpod for 40,000 rupees, I might buy for you, I might not buy for you. You give me for 11, I will buy for you. You give me 16, I will not buy for you. Simple as that. So in customer, your perceived value is more than the money they are paying. It's an easy sale. Perceived value, their mind mein perceived value. Aapke mind mein to aapka product Amitabh Bachchan hai, right? But that doesn't count. Perceived value in the mind of customer. If they perceive that what they're paying is less, value is more, they will pay happily. If they perceive what they're paying is more, value is less, they will not pay. But they're willing to pay any amount. I promise you. Customers are willing to pay any amount as far as they can see value in it. So do I, so do you. So only when your customer value product, I will be repeating, only when your customer value product and services more than the money, they will actually give you the money. So what are you looking? Is to create a value for money pricing, which creates win for customer and creates win for you. Now, these are some critical parameters, mission critical, right? That entrepreneurs must consider to get their pricing strategy right. They have to keep piecing, nothing coming out, right? Business is about strategy, not being dhakka bar operator, pasina, and pushing. You need to be a business owner, strategic, thinker, implementer, getting things done. Not just dhakka maar, chakki piece, not that kind of business owner. So if you turn your mind strategic, tactical, start working towards it, you will see that your money, income, everything grows to next level, to the amazing level which you never thought was possible. Okay. So these are the 4 things which you need to get into the framework before you choose your pricing. Then choose it wisely and get results out of it. So number 1, I'm going to repeat. Number 1, conduct a market research. 2 major things. How competitive is your market, which will help you understand where you need to price, and if market is growing or not growing. If it is growing, then put efficient tag. Number 1, quick delivery, exceptional customer service. You will win in the market. There is supply, there is demand. You will rock if anybody rocks or not, right? I already gave you example of Amazon. Number 2 step is consider your business vintage. Older you are, easier it is to price, charge more money. Younger you are, you have to find how different you can be, how more value can you give, and then you can price more. Number 3, building brand value. Spend time, effort, money, energy in building your brand presence, getting people know you. You can do customer testimonies, you can do product videos, you can do presentations, you can do online presentation, you can have sales officers, you can do present in online, offline media and PR, collaborate with industry expert, go speaking assignment, be present on trade shows, exhibitions, wherever you can be, whatever works for you. Get awards, certifications, credibilities, your verifications, whatever needs to be done to be brand. And then when you build a brand, it's effort. It takes few months to few years. And then brand building is lifelong. You go higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. One day whole country will know ye hai. Keep working until the whole country knows you, until the whole world knows you. Keep working on a brand. Keep pumping money in a brand, because effort, energy as well. Because brand gets you more money. Brand gets you more respect. Brand gets you more conversion. It's indirect, but it's the biggest game plan you can have as a grow your business. Number 3. Number 4, always create a pricing as a win-win. Don't underprice, don't overprice, walk the thin line, create win-win, and make sure that you provide them what you have given, promised them, and make sure that you don't over-deliver for peanuts, but then you will not be able to serve more people, right? So compare with value, price it well, increase the value, increase the price, increase the value, increase the price. That's how the strategy works. Now, only when you value product services and customer feel that the value of product services is more than their money, they will give. Otherwise, you have to struggle. So quickly, I had given you a revision. These were the mission critical parameters every entrepreneur must consider, always must consider, okay, before pricing their product services. Now, before I let you go, I want you to go to the chat window right now. Type out what was your best learning for today's session. What was your best learning, the most mega learning, the most amazing learning? Go type in the chat window. Everybody, go. Chat window. What was your best learning? What did you love the most? What did you enjoy the most? What was the biggest eye-opener? What was the popcorn moment? Or the aha moment? Oh, yeah, I'll do it. That moment. And last, also write down, what would you like to implement? See, if you don't implement, then nothing will change. Khush raho, maja karo. Right? Maja nahi laga. Carom ramwanu, juice pivanu. So that's not what we want. We want action. We want results. All right. So getting action, getting result, you need to implement. So what action based on today's learning, based on today's insight, what one action would you like to take? Go to chat window and write down. Every person. Go to chat window and write down. Every single person. Chat window, write down. Everybody write. In chat window, write down. In chat window. What was the biggest learning for your day? Aha moment, popcorn moment, and one action point. One action point. So what was that for you? Will you create a win-win situation? You'll price as per value. You'll increase the value, increase the price. Are you going to do market research, finding competition, finding the demand is growing or not? Are you going to focus on bringing brand value? If yes, how? If you do win-win pricing, how? What will you measure? How will you measure? What will you change in your existing framework? If it's a new framework, how will you make it? Write down, put in detail. How is your business vintage, old, mid, new? What strategy will you use? What thing differently you'll do than what you were doing so far? How going to ramp up your pricing? How going to give you more value to the customer, right? How are you going to be giving better tag? Are you going to be affordable delivery? Are you going to exceptional customer service? What are you going to do? Are you going to do research of market growth? Are you going to do research of how competitive is your market? What are you going to do? Everybody in the chat window, right now, in the chat window, everyone, what are you going to do which will bring in massive transformation in your business, which you learn today, from what you have learned today, not tomorrow, not day after, but what you have learned today? Go ahead, write down. Let me see. Everybody. Some people say competitive market is there. Now I'm going to make sure that you understand the market. I'm going to price as per the market. I'm going to give better service and I'm going to increase my price. Very good. I will give better delivery. I'm going to increase my price. Exceptional customer service. I'm going to increase my price. I'm going to be the next Amazon. Lovely. How are you going to do that? How are you going to do that? As per your vintage, are you going to differentiate? Are you going to differentiate? Are you going to give value? How? Some people say that, right? That I give more value now. I've understood that value means price. Price means value. I can give more value, ask more price. Somebody says, I'm going to work on my brand presence. Yes, of course you should. You must. Improving your brand value, making your brand become famous, reach out to many more people. Online, offline PR, collaborating with industry experts, adding credibility through awards, certifications, verifications, ISOs. What do you want to do? Right? Getting verified at various levels. People know, people can trust you because they feel that now you are a brand. Now you're established. If you become a leader, you want to become a leader. Right? You got to charge premium because of that. Create a win-win. Give more value, increase more, charge more price. Give more value, charge more price. What are you going to do? Aap kya karne wale? Write your action plan. Trust me, if you don't write, you will not get. It's universal law. Write down. If you write, you will get it. Put in the chat box. It's a message to universe that you are ready for better pricing. It's a better message to universe that now you will charge more but serve better. You will charge more but give more value. You will charge more but be the premium one. You charge more but you will have a brand. you'll have more trust in the market in you. And then you will make more money. Then the customer will be happier. So what are you going to do in chat window? Quickly, in chat window. Pricing does not mean leaving anybody at the wrong side of the bargain. Everybody should win. Every single person should win. Go quickly in the chat window. How are you going to do? What are you going to do? What actions will you take today? Go ahead, chat window, everybody. Write down. Chat window. Chat window. Quickly, everybody, chat window, write down. Okay, so I'm going to say bye-bye to you, but I don't want you to leave without every single person here putting in the chat window how today's session has impacted you, what was your best learning, and what would you like to truly implement. Change comes only by implementation. Karne se hota hai. Otherwise, gyan hai, right? And I want my snippets, my sessions to be small steps, baby steps that you take to take your business to the next level. So go ahead, chat window, write down, and I'm going to see you soon. Check here. Don't leave without putting down. Make sure that you write down before you leave, every single person. Thank you very much. I'm going to see you soon. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.